Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to Talking with Famous People. My name's Eric.
My name's Rachel.
And we comprise your host today. A special day because today only I'm providing free type epiphanies. So what does that mean? At any moment while you're here in this live stream, you're likely to incur a type epiphany of some sort.
Ooh.
And I'm providing that service for free because let me tell you, that epiphany doesn't come from nowhere. Did you beat Ron? You did beat Ron, Legends Fall.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Sorry, Ron. Not today. Not today.
Yeah, not today.
Legends Fall had his type epiphany right there, I think.
I think so too.
His free type epiphany. Now, only the first type epiphany is free, by the way. After that, any epiphanies you have beyond that, you have to pay for them. You can super chat me however much the epiphany is worth, I guess. But the first type epiphany you have today is absolutely free.
Absolutely.
So, I haven't been live streaming much lately, but I felt so inclined today because we just got a new bag of weed. There's something about getting a new bag of weed that makes me want to live stream. I guess I sort of think about live streaming as correlating with because you say things that make me mad a lot. That's why I said I get mad at you. But you know, no, I don't think we've seen Steins Gate.
No. We have not. Not yet, anyway. What is it about, Morge?
Oh, Ron. That is not. At all what I'm suggesting. That's why I said I get mad at you a lot, but that's my problem, not yours. God, I'm not trying to silence you. Jeez, what do you think I am? Some sort of monster? You monster! You try to silence Ron Allen Salon all the time. No, I don't.
It just sounds funny.
I just get mad at him. It's okay.
Sometimes he gets mad at me too.
It's okay for people to get mad sometimes.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to say about Louise Hay saying that anger is something that we shouldn't engage in.
Yeah, well, you know, what I actually thought in the car and I forgot all about it until you just mentioned it was live streaming under the title of When Positivity Becomes Toxic. So it's easy to see how anger often manifests in a toxic way, but and it's less obvious when anger manifests in a healthy way, and it's more obvious when positivity manifests in a healthy way, and less obvious when it manifests in an unhealthy way. But it absolutely can manifest unhealthily, as per the whole, you know, you just need to have the right attitude and everything will be fine. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, Marge. I will take you up on that. I'm kind of currently bouncing around between things, looking for something to really grab me. Although I like a couple of the new Crunchyroll series, I don't like having to start at episode 1 and wait week to week. It really changes the viewing experience a lot.
Well, it's like you're watching regular TV then.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I'm just going to use this because I'm taking a break from being frustrated.
Is it clogged again?
I haven't even tried it, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, I unclogged it. Oh, it's not clogged.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just your bowl is clogged too, you know. Not necessarily the stem.
Yeah.
All right, here, this works fine.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. But if you still prefer the pipe, obviously do what you want.
I'm gonna finish it in the pipe and then I'll continue this.
Binge or nothing with TV. I'm getting to be a little bit like that, except I'm fully into this show. So I'm a spider. So what? And it's frustrating to me that I can only watch it one episode per week.
When did it come out?
Well, it's on its 14th episode.
Mm-hmm.
So 14 weeks ago, I guess.
When does it
I don't know what its run is.
Weekly.
Oh, when did it come on? It comes on today.
Oh, it does.
On Fridays, yeah.
Oh.
I started one this morning called Tokyo Revengers, which is also a time travel one that's interesting. There's this guy who's in his 20s and he sees on TV the only girlfriend he's ever had, which was a girlfriend he had when he was in middle school, has died in as sort of a random victim in a gang turf war sort of thing, you know? And he's thinking about that, and then he gets pushed off the train platform in front of the train by some unknown hand. And then when he wakes up, he's back in middle school, and he tells his girlfriend's brother that she's gonna the day that she and he both die in this incident. That she and he are both going to be dead on this date in 12 years. And then he wakes up again in a hospital room, and who's there but the little brother now 12 years later, all grown up. And he's saying, I couldn't stop. I'm here. I listened to what you said, and I studied hard to become a policeman. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to save my sister. She's still dead. But you time traveled, and now you're going to help me save her. We got to do this. We got to. So, you know, if you did it once, you could do it again, kind of thing. And then that's the end of the first episode.
It's pretty interesting.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. So
that sounds like one I could get into.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to have a lot of magic power stuff in it, but it does have time travel, which is nice.
It was fun. I like time travel.
And I already like the little brother character who becomes a policeman. I already like him.
That's good.
The main character it's a well-written main character because it's a guy in his 20s who's regretful about having made poor choices when he was younger and now working sort of menial jobs and just having no, I guess, no spirit left. Yeah. A spiritless 20-something Japanese man who's saddened by what his life has turned out to be.
It's pretty relatable, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
Lots of people not.
So it's kind of nice to live stream again. It's been a bit of a while, you know. I'm trying to be more purposeful in my uploads, be they uploads or streams. So it means fewer streams, I guess. But nevertheless, I still feel the need to engage with the group at large periodically. And so since I got the work I wanted to get done today done, then here I am. I'm taking a very sort of sobering and grown-up approach to the whole matter, which is, well, you know, you're going to get something like that done every day. And then some of them are going to be more fully successful than others. You know, it's like I'm going to keep trying to, well, because I'm focusing on being effective, on doing real work. And it's definitely work, you know. It's like today I had to push through what I kept saying to myself, which was, I don't feel like doing this. Just make the fucking thing, Eric. Be efficient, be smart about it, do it, upload it, call it a day. video making work goes. Because, you know, I also worked with my client at around lunchtime on his Macbeth paper. And I talked to somebody in a video conference prior to that in the morning. So, you know, it's been feeling the whole Laughlin trip was a little bit rough on me. I guess you'd say ontologically, which is I feel more ESTJ-ish than I ever have. I guess I'm keeping larger issues in mind and sort of not just rollicking aimlessly on a wave of amphetamines, but instead being self-disciplined. And, you know, that means less streams, fewer streams. There will be fewer going forward in general. I spend less time streaming because it doesn't really help the channel much. Okay. So, I mean, you know, there's something happens periodically, which is people come in and make unsubstantiated claims that are designed to provoke. And that's an example of it.
Yeah.
And if you want, you know, if you have any substantiation, you'd probably start with that. You take a different tone or approach. So, you know, that's just how it is. Oh, you want me to do your work for you, Cloud? No, thanks. He's right here. He's an objective personality.
Hey, Broccoli Todd. Whatever happened to Cloud? He like comes in and out.
He comes in different names.
Yes.
Today he's an objective personality. If he pisses me off, we get kicked out, you know. Come in as a different name. Try to pretend.
That's exactly how it goes.
But, you know, his particular flavor of dumb is kind of unique in its smell and taste. And so it's pretty hard for him to hide who he is. Might be possible that he's not. It could be that, and this is the other thing, is well, okay, you say it appears that I typed her INFJ because that's what she wanted to be. Initially, I thought she was ENFJ, not ENFP. So you're wrong about that last statement, right? Initially, I thought she was ENFJ. And the reason I typed her INFJ is not because she wanted to be that. She never once expressed to me any desire to be that. It's because after being with her for a month or so, I realized that she just definitely wasn't an extrovert, definitely an introvert, and definitely not SI-polar. So that's why. I mean, I'm guessing you don't think she's an ENFJ, do you? Or do you? What do you think she is?
Yeah, I'm interested to know what type you think I am.
I ship bus.
Oh, you're so handsome.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
No, not a free typing. It's a free type epiphany.
Yeah, Epiphany.
No, unobjective personality. Look, ship us. We're not playing that game, right? Unobjective personality is welcome to tell us what he thinks Rachel is.
I want to hear that first, and then I'll answer. So I'll give you some NI truth.
Okay, well, obviously that's not why, right? If you think he's BS. All right, go ahead. Do your thing, Rachel.
Don't care what other
people think, because most people are thinking about themselves. Isn't that not truth?
C.S. Joseph Cooney thinks she's an ISFJ. Granted, they're probably biased due to the fact that they don't like you. I mean, they think she's an ISFJ because C.S. Joseph has no idea what intuition is and consistently describes it wrong, both extroverted and introverted. He thinks introverted intuition is wanting things.
I think you should bus.
No, that's FE polar, is unaware of what other people think. By the way, I enjoyed your last video, Genexiel, on TI, ISTP TI.
Yeah, we were listening to in the car. It was really good. And you're welcome, Shipbus. Glad to entertain you.
Who are you talking about, Alex? Are you talking about C.S. Joseph? He's not usually good at typing or at determining somebody's SI or NI. No, he's not good at determining SI or NI at all.
I don't think that it's out of spite. I think that he genuinely thinks that you're ESTP and I'm ISFJ.
Yeah, I don't type people what they want to be typed. Not even my own girlfriend. Who's good at typing? Me.
Yep. Eric is good at typing. Very good at typing.
Yeah, I'm the best available.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the most objective about the matter. In other words, I am the most about providing all my justifications and making them open to public scrutiny and such. I've been doing it for a long time. Well, that's true. Yeah, she probably would say that regardless, but she gets to voice her opinion too. That doesn't mean you have to consider it as an argument.
I could have gone to other people for typings too. I got a typing with Eric before we were even a couple, and I did it because I knew he was going to give me the right answer. Because at the time I was so confused, I was getting different, results on self-testing sites. So he really is good.
But Alex, doesn't he describe people as, doesn't he describe NI as wanting? That's from what I understand, that's what he describes it as. If he thinks that, how can he possibly be good at identifying SI and NI? Or at typing people in general? If you can't identify SI or NI, how could you be good at typing people in general? Either way, it's like, you need... Okay, well, in other words, you'd prefer for there to be a very straightforward you prefer if there were a very straightforward approximate protocol you could execute instead of having it be as complicated as it is. But that's saying you prefer to be wrong. He doesn't have a method, right? He's got a hammer that he uses for every construction job, and sometimes he's hitting nails, and sometimes he's breaking plate glass windows, and sometimes he's trying to hammer in screws, and sometimes he's trying to use a hammer to cut a board in half. So, no, NI does not know what they want. That is not correct. That's an incorrect understanding. They don't see the future like a sniper rifle forward for themselves. That's ridiculous. And he is not like a shotgun that sees everyone else's future. Not true. What does extrovert intuition actually do? It generates ideas, new ideas. I don't see your future. I don't care enough about you, right? In general. So everything he's saying there is wrong. It's completely fucking wrong. That's the problem with him, right? It's not anything other than that. It's just that he's thoroughly, thoroughly wrong about everything and not acknowledging it.
Oh man, 1 out of 10. Honestly, I thought it was a great video.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too.
It didn't require any patience of me.
We both were listening.
I was enjoying it the whole time through.
Yeah,
and we didn't even watch it. We were listening in the car.
Yeah, so I think you did a great job. I'd give you a 10.
Okay, so in what manner do you think SI is very distinct from someone who doesn't have it in the top of their stack when they speak? That is true, but he doesn't do what would need to be done to make that distinction. In other words, if you ask an SI person to recount specific details of their morning, they're going to respond very differently to an NI person. However, let me warn you this. An ESTP might sound like an SI person because fifth slot is very strong as a subject level.
Oh.
No, you weren't mean at all, dude. What are you talking about? You're super effing nice. Don't even stress about it.
You're welcome. Was I too mean to the guy? No, you were highly entertaining. You're welcome.
I like the fact that it was TI, but it was NI balls stuffed with a little bit of TI in there. It wasn't too much TI. It was comfortable to listen to. I like your interpretation of the idea that presenting truths that are not relevant as being a form of misinformation. Well, sure, I can call my method, which is to say, my typing method, one that requires me to use an objective calculus. There are objective calculi and there are subjective calculi, and those are different things. Okay. Additionally, I would say that my method is one that is continually refined and sustained by argumentational scrutiny. So in other words, it's continually being improved as I determine which things link more solidly than other things via SI. So in that regard, are there subjective elements to it? Or is there some art to it? Is it purely science? No, it's not purely a science. But if it were purely a science, then I guess there would be a clear, rock solid empirical test that you could do, just like you can for blood type or something like that, right? So the thing is, I am objective when typing people, which means I don't put my own interested calculus or the other party's interested calculus into consideration. So I will type you what I think you are, regardless of what you want to be typed as. And I'm confident that my approach is that everything I am using to evaluate cognitive functions does provide meaningful information about that topic. There's some interpretation required still, and that's, if there weren't, then it wouldn't be very interesting, frankly. Well, unobjective personality, you're not listening to me or responding to what I'm saying. I'm saying the reason my approach is objective is not because I say it is. The reason that other people's approaches are not objective is not because they say it is. I'm saying an objective analysis of the situation points to me as meaningfully, vastly more objective about the matter than any other person competing against me in the same marketplace. And that is simply true. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not is up to you. But I'm not going to have you wasting any more of my time. You're just here to provoke and make me mad, then fuck off. You have strong biases towards certain types. Fuck you. So yeah, I'm done with just being provoked meaninglessly by mindless people like fucktard. No patience for it or no mood for it at all. Yeah, I do think Eric Thor is an INFJ. I absolutely do.
It's funny. He definitely is, and it's like he's taking a break or something from YouTube. I haven't seen him post anything for a while, which is very INFP-like, to take a break from social media.
I think it's INFJ-like.
Oh, oops, INFJ. Shit. I am so bad with that. If I'm not consciously like saying the type, I mess it up. So INFJ of him, it's very INFJ of him to not be on media right now, not be on YouTube. It's been a while since Eric Thor has made a video.
Was he that bad? Rich Mac asks. He was just here to provoke. So yeah, if he's just here to provoke me, make me mad, not responsible to what I'm saying, continue to make unsubstantiated claims, just coming in like that, making unsubstantiated claims as he did, tells me he is not here for meaningful conversation. He's here to just provoke.
Hey, Bendy Anya.
Hi, Anya.
I think we're having a good one.
Yeah, I feel in a kind of a serious mood in general. A little bit like more like I used to feel when I worked a full-time job most of the time. I don't feel like that. I haven't felt like that in a long time now, but starting to feel like that a little bit, which isn't bad at all. I can use the additional sense of purpose and getting up each day knowing I got to do stuff and etc.
Eric is a very funny person naturally. I wouldn't worry about that.
I feel like my mind is turned more towards.
You feel worked. LOL, Peter Gentici. He does feel worked.
My first wife cheated on me. Yeah, I did write poems about my first wife cheating on me. Well,
So
have you happened upon them and read them anywhere?
Wow.
We just turned in the car on the way back. We were playing tarot card random song for people, right?
Yeah.
So you made it in I talked about it in one of my videos. Yeah, I did write poems about it. It was quite a distraughtness inducing time period for me. Interestingly, I was sober during that time period as well. Which one are you talking about? Puppy Bus? You're talking about Puppy Bus? Well, you succeeded, Rich Mac. You succeeded in lightening the mood.
Why having a think of Eric writing poems? That's like he's going into his feels.
Well, I mean, the subject is not like a sore spot anymore or anything. So I just remember it mostly as part of my personal growth arc without really thinking about.
Good for you.
Like being. I'm not mad or anything. Like the way shit played out.
Well, I mean, okay, if shit played out, you wouldn't be with me. We wouldn't be together.
Right. Oscar Wilde is typed ENTP. I
don't think he's ENTP.
You think he's ENFP?
Yeah.
I go back and forth with him. I go back and forth. I'm not sure whether he's ENTP or ENFP. I think he might, probably. I mean, his approach towards life could be explained in either a couple of ways. I don't care if you choose to do first. Well, it's like, okay, you could explain his behavior as simply the ENTP tool function TI, any dominant function saying, I refuse to be constrained by normal rules. You could explain it as an FI thing, him wanting to fuck what he wants to fuck, and that informing a lot of his worldview. But I see that as just, I mean, by and large, his kind of cutting remarks, it could go either way. I don't know about him. Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know either, really.
Robert Downey Jr. is probably an ENTP. He could be an ESTP.
I saw this movie that was kind of his comeback before he was in Iron Man, and like basically it was kind of like about his real life, because he had like he was like a druggie, you know, and he rode it to the edge a lot of the times, it sounds like, I mean, it's weird because I watch his Instagram now and I'm like, oh, some of the stuff he does is so tacky. So I'm like, if he's ENTP, but whatever. Yeah, like, I think he's ENTP.
Steph, that's up to you to decide. You're each here today. I'm spreading before you a whole series, or Rachel is, a whole series of Epiphany-worthy gems, NI gems. It's up to you to choose which one you want to pick up and carry away.
Or more like Oprah.
Is it function related when you can visualize the genealogy question in your head very clearly? I can visualize it in my head very clearly, and I can't visualize things in general very well. So I would say it probably links to TI in some sense, but it could possibly. Oh, Steph. Oh no, I've got my NE so refined that instead of this spew of random chaff with occasional bits of wheat that one might normally get in an NE Dom's live stream, here it's nothing but wheat. Make yourself a loaf of bread, cut into it fresh out of the oven, melt some butter on that shit, and enjoy.
I'm nodding.
You see the NI there? That's an NI.
That is some NI.
What about Einstein? I think Einstein's an INTP. Some people try to argue he's an INTJ, but I'm pretty sure he's an INTP. He has a purely non-empirics based theory that's entirely philosophy based, basically, with the math equations being, I guess, sort of the INTP's version of concretizing the philosophical positions. So,
I think that J.K. Rowling is INFJ. I used to like not think that, but I was biased because I like was a teen when her books came out, and hearing about Harry Potter really annoyed me. So I didn't want her to be INFJ. But her story of like going from despair to having an idea like that and acting on it and then like becoming a success after, very INFJ. So
I like the idea that legends fall. Yeah. I like the idea. I have to think more about it.
that is a really good idea. Legend Fall. I like it a lot. Idea: do a vid with 8 or 10 novel examples of everyday uses of each of the functions that would be revealing about the functions. Sounds good.
Alan Watts is probably an INFJ, possibly an ISFP.
Like, I used to listen to Alan Watts a lot.
He's just yesteryear's Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
And, it's like, I personally dislike that for much the same reason that Rachel dislikes, Rachel being a receiving type. She listens to stuff that'll make her go to sleep, just listening to.
Yeah.
Like when she goes to sleep at night, she likes to have the sound of talking in her ear, which is so strange to me because it's so foreign, right? It's like for me, when I go to sleep, I like to have it nice and quiet because I'm going to my pretend place where I do stuff and talk to people, and then I fall asleep before I get very further along in the story. But she takes a very different approach. She doesn't tell herself her own stories when she's going to sleep. She likes to have other people tell her stories when she's going to sleep.
Yeah, I have to be very careful.
But she doesn't want to listen to something that's going to grab her attention too much.
No,
I guess, right?
No. Sometimes I'll fall asleep to tarot readings, but a lot of times I won't because it's like stimulating me. It is. I'm hearing it and I'm engaged in what they're saying, so I can't go to bed. Like I tried to go to sleep to Whisper of the Heart because it's one of the movies that I have, and it's like just so sweet. Couldn't do it because I was engaged in the story. So it's like, very like it's like your basic guided meditation works wonders on me. And I'd say that's average for, most people.
So, Rich Mac, to answer your question, let me ask you an equivalent question to the one you just asked me, and hopefully you'll understand what this means. So, Rich Mac, what do you think caused you to make such a retarded question? Was it which aspect of yourself caused you to construct a question so poorly? Doesn't it assume your central point? Yes, it does. Is it going to the moon? I thought about fucking getting it too, but it's like they don't have it on PayPal. Although my crypto's way up right now. It's the thing is, I cashed out the Bitcoin Cash when it got back up close to where I had bought it. I still lost like $40 on it, but everything else is. Do you understand why? Okay, so that's my point. I don't think it causes mental instability. That's my point. Do you get it now, Rich Mac? The corollary? You don't think your question's retarded. I don't think THC causes mental instability.
No. And it sucks when you have mental instability and then they blame it on weed. It's like, you got that backwards, my friend.
I have an important epiphany request. I set up an important career move. I'm sorry, I have an epiphany request. I set up an important career move that it's time to cash in on. And even though I know I should not talk myself down, I just won't pull the trigger. Am I for sure doomed? No, you're not for sure doomed. But if you are an ENTP, that inability to pull the trigger normally correlates with a failure of NI to come into resolve. No, Litecoin. I have Bitcoin too. I have Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. But the Litecoin has done the best for me. I have the most Litecoin.
Yeah.
And it's consistently gone up since the moment I bought it. I think I should invest more, really. But yeah, well, it's one of 3 coins they sell on PayPal. They sell 4. They sell Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Bitcoin Cash is going way up too. No, it's not going to the moon. I wish I had bought coin.
That
Doge
is so
coin.
funny because Doge is a meme. Right, guys?
Yeah.
It's a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Doge.
Yeah.
That is so funny that they have crypto named after a meme. I love it. I don't think it's after a meme, but that it correlates with a meme. That is so up today.
Well, I mean, it's also the case that some people are deathly allergic to shrimp. Now, it's not that, just like some people might be deathly allergic to THC, we don't think that's going to go along with the type. It's not indicative of a general problem. It's the anomaly, right? Just like, this person has cystic fibrosis, so they need to go through extra special measures at the end of the day to make sure they can breathe normally. We don't say, okay, well, what type of people is more likely to get cystic fibrosis? We just go, oh, well, that's not a type of person. That's the exception. That's the anomaly.
Yeah, it's from the meme verbatim. DOGE is the meme.
Doge.
Yeah, Doge.
When do you think it's going to peak?
Sounds like NI to me, Peter Dentici. The NI of it all is capitalizing on its novelty, associative popularity, and had prominent known people who pushed them.
Push the coin.
Push the coin. That's fucking funny. That's like when these nuts got all the way to, like, I think the primaries.
This is very boring for the live streamers, huh? But I'm going to just do this anyway, because otherwise I'll never do it. I might as well. Just so. Sort of. I don't know that though. Now I've reached a stopping spot where I just can't do anything else. Why? Because I don't use online banking. Like, it won't let me enter my bank's account number and stuff like that. I have to. So wait, with no, I haven't tried it. Yeah, that's INFJ. Peter didn't teach you. You feel the pain of TE problems interfering with your meow. I'm not live streaming my bank account password. You guys can't see anything that I'm doing.
Oh, and we're back. Oh, there's Peter. Peter.
Well, I anticipated that, but it won't let me do it where I want to do it. So, bro, how did you guess? No, it's not Eric Rules 1, 2, 3. Silly Grogu.
Grogu, what did Grogu
He
say?
said my username was Eric Rules 1, 2, 3.
No. You don't have any more bird seed, sorry.
That's some supercharged SE indeed. I didn't teach you. So anyway, I think I'm going to dedicate a song to somebody right now.
Aww.
I dedicate this song to all of the INFPs out there. He's honking.
Thanks for the sentiment, Grogu.
No, it's not Original Rocks 1971. She wasn't born in 1971.
Yeah. I was born in 1985.
People think that we're just a bunch of crybabies, but they don't know how much it hurts my feelings when they say so. We don't just cry and moan, we don't always whine. In fact, if you listen carefully, deep down, we're a gold mine of truth. INFP, come see when the moral quandary that you're in seems to overwhelm you. INFP, come see me, and I'll tell you all about your feelings. I'm full of clever quips when it's appropriate to commiserate when it's time for the hate to be banished by caring and love for humanity. INFP. That song is dedicated to all the INFPs out there.
That's a great INFP song, Bay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Your high school valedictorian was an ENFP.
Wow.
Doge INFP? I don't know.
I want to see that meme now.
Yeah, Doge is that dog that looks like a Japanese dog, maybe?
Yeah, it's one of those Japanese dogs.
Doge. Is that dog?
Yeah, that dog.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it really is. Oh my god.
So scared.
Yeah. That is. I remember there was like Doge crying or something. Doge was all over Tumblr. That's how I know. Doge Days 420. Oh my gosh. Now it's only talking about the Bitcoin. Dogecoin.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting indeed.
Okay, well, I've run out of live stream energy, I think. I think maybe I'll play another song or two and call it a day. We need to know. We need to see. We need to bend happenings and by means to judge a logic to life with a massively aligned from which will rarely budge. People everywhere gather up enemies, outraged at how they missed the sign. How do they set their priorities? These foreign backstabbing entities, ensuing heartache and misery follow necessarily from their savage ways. Stars and stars in the desert, we're stuck with such bad larceny. All partition the rectories and call the destruction of the whole damn world. Judy shared now her limits. Hoping Julie will too. Jerry shares for 4 minutes. He just can't share things like they do. Judy soon forgot about Sue and Arnold. Should have bought down and broke down. Should I? People everywhere gather up enemies, outraged at how they missed the sign. How do they set their priorities? These foreign backstabbing entities, ensuing heartache and misery follow necessarily from their savage ways. Salting, Carson, and Desiree, we're stuck in such very low setting. We all partition the rectories and call it destruction of the whole damn world. Oh.
Nice job.
Thank you, Squirrel Girl.
You're welcome, Merle girl.
Thank you. my ass. You call those storms. Where is the rain? Those drizzles don't count. I drizzle more when I be in the sink. Just the right height to catch all of the undesired splatter. When I'm done, I'll go outside and climb a ladder. I will go up there, take me a bucket and pour water inside. I'll say, hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom. Hey, Mr. Cloud, won't you drop it from the bottom? Hey, Mr. Cloud, drop it from the bottom on me. Thank you. Play one more and call it a day. Some people call me a rambling man because I do a lot of kicking and thumbing. Hold on. Is that the first verse? Yeah. No. What's the first words to it? Yeah, that's it. All right. Some may call me a rambling man because I do a lot of thumbing and a kicking cans, but it won't do an answer good to call me names. My daddy wasn't Willie Woodrow. I wasn't born and raised in no ghetto. Just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing. I'm gonna find me a wealthy woman in a line of work that don't take no diploma. I ain't got much to worry but lost the game. I ain't gonna be a good time fella, but I ain't no black and I ain't no yellow. Just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing. I don't need no handout living, no want any part of anything they're giving. I'm proud and wide like I was on this thing. But I said a few things and I'll admit it. If you want to get it here, you gotta home and get it. Just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing. Small town boy, been around a little, and I like guitar and I like the fiddle, cause that's the kind of soul take the fan my flame. Blue-eyed Billy feeling ready. I got to work just to be somebody. Just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing. Well, I don't want no handout living, don't want any part of anything they give. And I'm proud and wide and I got time to sing. Well, I said a few things ain't I'll admit it. If you want to get it here, you gotta hump and get it. Just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing. Well, I said a few things ain't I'll admit it. If you want to get a hit, you got a home and get it. Just a white boy looking for a place to do my thing.
That tree outside, like they cut a lot of it down, but it's so much of it grew back. It looks so nice. It's gonna bring so much shade in the summer.
All right, friends. Have a pleasant evening. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.